H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, wait a minute, it's Baby Friday. It's Thursday because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So it's we consider this our Friday and we call it our Baby Friday. So we're gonna get it all in today. I got some interesting things I want to share with you. I'm trying to not log in, but trying to get my live shot screen up on the screen. Yes, I got it up there. I'm getting better. No. I don't want to sign in for nobody. Let's just play it. But it's a great day. It's a lot of stuff been happening. You need to share this show. You know I say it all the time, but I have stuff that I just want people to know. Just don't like the show, share it. Like it, but share it. Like it, but share it. Let somebody else hear this. This wonderful amount of information um, that we be coming up with and giving y'all. It's unique. We're gonna try to entertain you. I got some, I was sitting there looking at this basketball game last night. This playoffs is getting pretty good. I keep telling y'all. It's getting pretty good. I watch the Knicks, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I didn't really believe in the Knicks. I just didn't believe. I couldn't believe they could. You gotta understand. Julius Randle's gone. Mitchell Robinson gone. Bonjanovich is gone. Now the guy they just Ananobi. He had a hamstring. Ain't no telling when. If y'all ain't never had no hamstring, you don't know how it feel. Oh, but I know you done had that knot in the back of your leg, right? You done get cramped up a little bit, when you did a little too much. Boy, that's +2. Somebody calling me from an unknown number, like I'm gonna ask. Yo, I want to answer it. Could y'all hold on a second? Hello? Hey. That was funny. That was fun. I had to answer that one, y'all. I had to. Cause trying to dial me from no. See, I don't mind. I'm answering my phone. I don't care who. Tamika, hey, oh my goodness, Tamika's back. Uh-oh, y'all. I gotta be nice tonight. I gotta be nice today. Tamika's back. What's up, Tamika? I see you. But let me shout out to my starting five. Right quick, and let me get on with the show. Let me shout out to my starting five. We got Daryl Anderson and Chris Charles on the Facebook side, businessman on the Facebook side, Dale Griggs. It's gonna be kind of cool today. Jeremy Davis, the Panther Network. That's the same guy, businessman. Jeremy Davis, D. Holcomb, Mark Edwards, and my girl Tamika in here, man. Y'all be nice today. Tamika's in the building. Y'all leave her alone. Never do blind dates answering unknown numbers. No, I usually don't, but I was just curious. Somebody trying to, but because I knew it, somebody didn't know me. Because if people know me, they know at this time, unless you're overseas somewhere, you don't know exactly the times. But I was watching the games last night, Tamika. Let me tell you something. In the playoff games, usually you don't let nobody score 130 points on you. You just usually don't. It's just this Indiana team, and I ain't gonna lie, they got that Matherin dude. I know they miss him. Oh my God, he is so good. If Ben Matherin, if y'all haven't seen him play, I know if you haven't seen Indiana play a lot, he had a lot to do when they won the midseason, what you call it? Yeah, the midseason tournament. He was one of the key parts of that. Ben Matthew, unbelievable. I think he went to Arizona. He can flat out play. Hey, Aura, how you doing? But I was sitting there watching this Jalen Brunson, man, um, I know it didn't work out in Dallas for him. And maybe I am so glad I didn't see this player in Dallas. And y'all got to remember, I'm gonna give y'all a little stuff. When Jalen, I think Jalen's first coach was Rick Carlisle, because Rick Carlisle was a coach at Dallas. He used to have him on the bench. Could you think Jalen, the way he playing right now, is playing so hard against them because of that coach had him on the bench? You know how athletes are, or Willie Jones. Or think about this, or let's just say you Jalen Green, you Jalen Brunson, right? Patrick Punch was your coach in Dallas when you first got there. You didn't let him play. You had him coming off the bench. You didn't play him that much, right? I mean, he was young. He was a rookie. You didn't play him that much. And then later on, you get a chance to play against that coach that didn't play you. It's extra. Greg said, yes, I think it's a little bit extra incentive in that. Is it just me? Or what do y'all think? What do y'all think? But last night, the dude went out for a whole quarter and they were getting their head tore off. New York started losing. They was dunking, over top it, and all of them, they was doing all this. And Patrick Punch. And next thing you know, at halftime, I saw his daddy, Rick. I saw some of the people sitting up there watching. He was shooting free throws at halftime. I said, he gonna play. He finna do that Willis Reed. Y'all remember Willis Reed came in. Willis Reed came back. They always thought he was so famous. He came back in. He was hurt, but he hit but 4 points. What's up, Joe Lewis? It's my husband. He knows sports well too. He's watching. His name is Alex. What's up, Alex? Alex, what do you think about that, Alex? Just think about that, Alex. A lot of people didn't know that. But this dude, Herb, man, congratulations to Cannon Baker, man. He about to graduate from Texas State University. His dad is headed up the highway. Be safe, man. Because I see some weather out there. Be safe. You be looking out for the other guy on them situations. But congratulations to Cannon, man. I love to see when our young kids graduate from college. Oh my goodness. It just, y'all don't know how it warmed my heart. It just make me feel good. But I was just thinking about this dude. I'm gonna talk about Jalen Brunson a little bit. Y'all, it made I'm a little partial because when his dad played here, me and his dad got real close. You gotta understand, man. Eddie Jones, friend of mine, a real good friend of mine. Rick Bronson was his teammate at Temple. So Eddie said, man, take care of my man when he got there. So, when people come to Houston, that's how I met James Harden. Nikos told me, man, take care of James Harden when he came. No, how I got closer to him. I met him a long time ago when my son went to visit Arizona State. So I met him then, but we didn't have no, but when he came here, I was told, hey man, look out for my boy. But I was just sitting there watching him, Ricky Jackson last night, because there's some things happened in that game last night. This dude, Josh Hart, let me tell you something, and I'll never forget. I ain't gonna tell you who it was, but I'm sitting years ago. I'm sitting at the River Rock out there. You know how you sit out there and eat at one of the restaurants. So these two coaches, they used to coach at Villanova. I done told it. Used to coach at Villanova. So they was arguing about DiVincenzo. One of them was talking about, man, he's a bum. The other one said, boy, that boy gonna have a chance one day. He might not be no first round. He gonna have a chance. They was arguing, going back and forth. And I'm sitting back saying, and I didn't know what to think. I'm just saying, I didn't know his game enough. These two guys seem to, they went to Villanova, so they keep up with the game. Because matter of fact, Villanova was playing in the championship in San Antonio that year. So it was unique. But he was saying, this dude, this and that. But that Josh Hart, man, if I was ever coaching, I got to find me one of them. This dude don't care about scoring. This dude gonna guard the other team's best player. He gonna get the rebounds. He gonna rebound. Man had 17 rebounds as a guard one game. He gonna get fired. He gonna get up. Y'all name me a player in high school basketball scene right now in Houston or Dallas that's similar traits. Not Josh Hart, but he don't care about nothing else. But I'm finna guard this dude. I'm gonna rebound. I'm gonna hit an open shot. I'm gonna be the catalyst of a team. Y'all help me. Y'all talk to me. He said, yeah, don't be in the stand. Yeah. I'm just, Big Coach, have you seen somebody in a gym? Big Coach, you been in the gyms. Y'all know I ain't been in the gyms that much. I know I've been watching EYBL on TV. I mean, on TV. I switch it over to my TV. I haven't seen nobody do like this boy, Josh Hart, man. Yes, the lady, LeBron got him traded away. Thank you, Herb. Thank you, Herb. Y'all favorite son, LeBron. Y'all know I like LeBron. But LeBron doing some stuff. I'm gonna share it with you, Rick. Don't you? I mean, I said Rick. Chris Charles, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna share it today. Go Mindy. But I'm just watching these Knicks, man. They are walking mass unit. This is no longer, what's that boy's name? Julius Randle's team. This Jalen Brunson team. I know somebody be talking about how you feel about your boy trading away, letting Jalen Brunson go. He's talking about my boy. A friend of mine is the GM at Dallas, and all I said was, I just maybe they just didn't value him. He wasn't gonna play like this with Luka. No, so maybe Nico did him a favor and did not sign him so he can go to New York. Sometimes, y'all, we got to think about something sometimes. Sometimes, because they don't want you over here, don't mean you're not great over here. I shared some yesterday. If you didn't hear yesterday, I might give it to you today because some people today might need this. Or you wasn't here yesterday. I might have to give it to you again. Adam, when we were never seen a kid guard earn a scholarship by playing. When have you ever seen a guard earn a scholarship by playing defense? That's a good point, Coach. That's a good point. I got to think about it. But I'm sitting there watching this game last night, man. I'm watching these dudes. The dude went out for Jalen Brunson. Don't go out unless he down there. He hurt. I don't know what was wrong with him. That boy was hurt. But how did he come back? And Josh Hartenstein, oh my God, he's balling. Wait a minute, did he used to be with the Rockets? Somebody looked that up, Mindy. I know you know. Didn't Hartenstein used to be with the Rockets and they got rid of him? Didn't know. That's that old coaching regime, though. But I was just sitting there watching that stuff, man. This NBA has got bad. But you know what? I was thinking about how people have opinions about people, right? Let me give y'all some. Y'all share the show, because I'm giving you a parallel. Everybody share the show. Check this out. What Becky Hammond said about Brunson early in the season.
How stuck do you think the Knicks are here in the Eastern Conference?
Well, I certainly agree with you. They're not getting into that tier. They don't have enough personnel. They don't have the manpower that they need to hang with those guys. I think you're going to get a consistent team like they've been. They're a pretty good team. They're well coached. They're going to be on their defensive game. But at the end of the day, they don't have a dude. You got to have a dude. You got to have a 1A dude. And they're missing that at the end of the day if we're just getting down to brass taxes. Sorry.
I didn't want to disagree with Becky today, but they do have their dude.
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
No, he's too small.
But here's the thing, and that's
Didn't they say about you?
But you know what?
They say that about you. You're a Hall of
you know
Famer.
what?
I got a philosophy. Can I say my philosophy?
Go ahead.
If your best player is small, you're not winning. John Stockton, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, you could go down the list. Steph Curry is the only.
But he's not that small. He's not that small. He's like 6'3".
But also, though, I mean, he's the greatest
Isaiah
shooter ever on the
Thomas?
planet. He's in a different
outlier.
class.
Okay.
She is right. History says she is right.
Okay, but we're living in a new age, okay, new day.
How stuck do you think the Knicks are here in the Eastern Conference?
Well, I certainly agree with you. They're not getting into that tier.
Did y'all hear what she said? That's Becky. Hall of Famer Becky Hammond. She got her ass on TV. And guess what? Maybe, I don't know. I didn't know Jada gonna be this good. So I can't get mad at her too much, but I don't never have absolutes like this. I never have absolutes like that. Coach said 2 ball dominating guards of the players can't coexist. And Luka's very ball dominant, not to mention John. But, excuse me, big coach, they said the same thing about Kyrie Irving. He was ball dominant, and they are existing and thriving and got to the second round of the playoffs. That's why I never have absolutes like that. This was an absolute right here. 2 ball dominant guard. Joe Dumars was a ball dominant guard, and Isaiah was a ball dominant guard, and they coexist. See, sometimes y'all got to start thinking about what y'all saying. Y'all always giving absolutes. 2 ball that can't coexist. Yes, they can. 2 great basketball players can always exist. Y'all put that label on them, talking about ball dominant. If I can handle the ball like Kyrie, I'm gonna handle the ball. I handle the ball better than anybody in the league. And you tell me I shouldn't handle the ball? You gonna call me ball dominant? If I'm that good, if I'm that great of a shooter, you gonna call me a shot dominant player? But I'm Stephen Curry. I can shoot it. 2 ball dominant players can coexist if they're great players, because great players know how to play with other great players. Big coach, I know you're young. I'm just giving it to you. 2 great players know how to play with each other. Ladies and gentlemen, you understand me? These are the best players on the planet. Now, if you talking about your little junior ball team you be coaching, you can't possibly have 2 ball dominant players on that team because they don't know how to play yet. First of all, how in the hell is they ball dominant and don't know how to play yet? But at that level, that's why I love when Isaiah Thomas, one of my favorite things he always said when he said, I'm not a point guard. I'm a basketball player. I'm a basketball player. Patrick, national champs, National Park, you will be able to see him in Mississippi Valley State next year. Okay. Shout out to the young fella, Patrick Punk's son. He gonna be in Mississippi Valley. Yes. Y'all follow me though? What's up, Reginald? Y'all follow me though, big coach? Y'all can't be saying that. Y'all listen to them old talking heads on TV talking about ball dominant. Y'all talking to Brian Windhurst with his non-playing ass. And Dave McMenamin ain't never played a down in his life. What's that other name? Tim McMahon and all of them old talking ass ESPN talking heads. You're too ball dominant. No. If you at that level, man, you know how to play. When you get to that level, she said, it's about the situation, who has faith in you and what you can do. Yes. Yes. They had faith in him. Hold on. Dallas had faith in him, but not $100 million faith in him, son. You know, Dallas would have signed him to $50 million. They wasn't going to give him $100 million because they know him and Luka might not match. And then they on the hook for that $100 million. So what's up, Chad? You follow me? Sometimes all these people be playing. Y'all don't understand. I'm gonna talk about this. These GMs and these people, y'all, I know y'all be thinking. Let me tell you something. They got these scouting department that scouts everything. What's up, Chris? They got this scouting department. They scout. They tell you everything. They tell you what kind of drawers your son wearing. What kind of? I mean, the stuff that go into the scouting. And going to the combine and going to the NBA, they can tell you everything, but they can't measure that thing right there. They can't measure on Chris. They can't measure the inside of that heart. You can't measure it. Josh Hart wasn't supposed to be this good. Jalen Brunson wasn't supposed to be this good. He's second rounders. But they couldn't measure the heart. Well, Chuck, Kawhi, he just get hurt too much. I'm going to leave him alone. Russ, Harden, and George can be on the floor at the same time and be protected. Absolutely, Chuck. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good one. That's a great example. If you know how to play this game, man, young fellas out here, don't listen to big coach. If you know how to play this game and they label you. You ain't calling yourself ball dominant. This somebody else labeling you. I ain't never heard a player come tell me. I ain't never heard Chris Paul say I'm ball dominant and he beats the hell out of it. I ain't never heard not one player say I'm ball dominant. I'm ball dominant. I ain't never heard not one. Chad, how many players have you came to me? Oh, I'm a ball dominant guard. That's a label somebody else put on you. And y'all know how I feel about labels some people put on other people. That's why I don't put labels on people, because I understand how people always put labels on. I'm not finna put no label on Chris. I'm not going to put no label on Chad. I'm not going to put no label on Chad. All I can say, this is what I like as a basketball player. And I'm going to recruit that guy. I'm not going, oh, he's a ball. Now, what I do see in high school basketball is a lot of ball beaters. Maybe that's a label. And all I'm saying is these kids now beat the air out of the basketball. The basketball have a headache by the time a summer basketball game is over with. Yeah, pop, 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 pop. Y'all, if these kids dribble with a purpose and quit they just love their dribbling. So that's a label. Ball beater, well, that's a label. I'm sorry, but it's a label and it's also an adjective. Because you're beating the hell out of the ball. You follow me? Maybe I got to admit it. They beating the hell out the ball, y'all. I'm sitting there saying, and you ain't went nowhere. You're in the same spot, on the same side of the floor. The ball, listen, in basketball, I love it. In basketball, it's got the, it was 50 feet wide, 94 feet long, the regular, but y'all, let me tell you something. It works better if the ball's on this side of the court, swing it to that side of the court, swing it back to this side, and swing it back to this side. Do y'all know what the defense is doing? The defense is running over here. The defense is running back over here. He's running back over here. And then by that third time that they try to rotate, you got them out of position. That's all this basketball is. But ain't nobody telling our little babies that. Ain't nobody telling them that. They said, run this set, run this stuff. We're going to run this. We're going to run this. We're going to run this. Why don't y'all just tell them, look, let's make it easy for ourselves and make it harder for the defense. If we start out with the ball on this side of the court, make sure it gets over there and back over here before we shoot it. I ain't telling you to stall the ball. Make quick passes. Bam, bam, bam. Just make the defense move. If the defense just standing there and you just standing in one spot, they ain't got to do nothing. One guy can guard three of y'all right there standing in the same spot. So that's what I've been seeing a lot, y'all. And you know, some people, I guess that's my calling because I love this game. See, some people be in this game to make money off tournaments, and some people get in this money to do. Man, I just love the game. Walter Yates, George Wick. I just like the game, and I just loved it when that ball go over there, and over there. And we got to teach them in high school because I call college games, and these guys who have been to all these AU tournaments, all this, and they've been to college and they've been to 2 or 3 colleges, they still don't understand. Shift the ball, swing the ball, swing the ball. How do you get a good you need the chance? The Knicks guards got their chance. How do if you are good, you need a chance? The Knicks guards got their chance. No, but hold up now. Let's not say they was unheralded. Hey, them guys went to Villanova. Let's get this shit straight now. These guys wasn't in no hidden basement at Arkansas Pine Bluff. They went to Villanova. They won a national championship. So it ain't like they just got their chance. They earned their chance. See, when these guys go to these top colleges, y'all, it ain't no underdog. It ain't no up against us against the world. It ain't no us against the world. But me and talking about them ball beaters, I think I got that out the way. But I had to share that with y'all about Becky Hammond. What's up there, Dot? What's up, man? All my dudes on here today. Dot, I'm just talking about basketball. This game we love, man. This man's still doing things that's involving basketball, man. I'm the only one probably, me and a few other. We ain't, this all the basketball y'all gonna get from me. Be talking about it on the show. But I saw something last night, and I want to share with y'all. And I want to know how y'all felt about it. Nikola Jokic, the Joker, he won his 3rd MVP in national. Most valuable player in the National Basketball Association last night, and they brought him on TNT, and Shaq, right before they brought him on, and maybe it was a producer's problem. I'm gonna give it a producer problem because Shaq, that's my dude. He's been on this show. But I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. I'm gonna show it. But let me show it first. Y'all share the show. Did I hold up. I didn't. Wait a minute. Here we go. Let me play it for you.
Joker, as the president of the Big Man Alliance, you are the vice president of the Big Man Alliance. I love you, the best player in the league. I want to congratulate you, but I want you to hear from me first. I thought the SGA should have been the MVP. That's no disrespect to you, but congratulations. And what do you guys have to do to get back on track versus Minnesota?
Thank you, Shaq. We don't judge people here, so that's fine. It's your opinion. I'm joking.
No, hey, all good. I love you. I love your brothers. One thing we always going to do is keep it real with each other. Congratulations. I love you.
No, for real. I think there is a lot of players that deserve it. It's probably details and kind of small things. Yes, we.
I don't want to hear Joker too much tap the English language no more, but I love Joker though. But Shaq tells this man straight up that he thinks SGA deserved the MVP over him. While I agree, there's a strong case to be made for SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as MVP. Shaq didn't have to say that right then like that. Don't ruin his moment right after he's announced. That's not right to me. Like I was talking about yesterday was giving props to the agricultural department at Prairie View because one of their administrators was telling me what they're doing and how they want student athletes to take advantage of it. And I thought, but people came on here want to tell me about other people's. Well, Southern got one. Well, A&T got one. Okay. But can I talk about Prairie View right now? Can y'all just let Prairie View be great for 1 second before you get to blurting out everybody else? I'm talking about Prairie View for a reason. First of all, it's right here, right down the street. And our student athletes are not taking advantage of it. So why we got to always one up? Why we got to always what we got call it the one up Olympics? You don't even have to mention that. You had just said it on the air. I don't know if he's hating Craig. Craig, come on, how do I think he's hating? I don't. Now, Craig, now you trying to get me to get inside of Shaq. I don't know what Shaq was doing. I'm just asking y'all. He didn't have to say it. Just congratulate Joker. Michael Smith, you just won this war, but I think Leon Dotson. I think Dot should have won. Sometimes it ain't about people's opinion. Y'all opinion. Can I tell you about opinions? Can I just share with y'all some about opinions, right? See, everybody, they used to come on this show and always talking about what kind of opinion. Well, it's my opinion. Robert, it's my opinion. But it's our show. My opinion. What I would like for people to do, let's read more. Let's read more. We have to know. You just can't have an opinion without knowledge. And it's a lot of folks be coming on these comments, not y'all, and saying, well, that's my opinion, Robert. But is your opinion rooted in something that you know that you have studied? You have traveled, talked to various different people? Are you just having an opinion? It's not good enough today. A matter of fact, it's dangerous, Doc. Because a lot of these people just come on social media and just say all this crazy stuff. And it's dangerous because now you're putting things out that are not true. And we got to start sticking to the truth. You follow me? I know I'm a very opinionated black man. Whether you care about my opinion or not, it really doesn't matter. I'm a very opinionated black man. And, it's undisputed. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of perspective, and I'm really strong when I'm rooted in my opinions, but I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm self-confident when it comes to a lot of things. Everybody on this thing know me. If it's a topic that I don't know about, Like somebody called me, talked to me about track the other day. I said, that's nothing. I don't talk about track that much because I don't know nothing about but the 100 meters. That's the only thing so I don't talk about it. High school basketball, if I hadn't seen a player per play, I don't talk about it. I kind of stay, but if I'm talking about it, and sometimes it doesn't really matter to me, to other people, if they think I'm dead wrong. But now, if you have information to indicate that I am wrong factually, not just from your perspective, but there is information that suggests that my perspective is misinformed, then I will be happy to take that information, because I'm not the egotistical type person. If there's information out there that I should have as a part of my analysis, and you have it and I don't, then I want it. And I want to adjust my analysis. You follow me? But a lot of people just come out here. That's my opinion. Yeah, but back it up with facts. Cause dudes like me gon' ask you. I'm gonna ask you about it a little bit, right? So I'm a Knicks fan. I could say Brunson should and could. Yeah, okay, I got you. He basically came. But let me tell you something. And all I was looking at was, I don't know what Shaq was thinking about it, because I watched the whole thing. Shaq was talking about it earlier. He was talking about, man, SGA. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody. And I respect that, because I thought SGA should have won too. I did. I did. But Joker won. I'm not gonna bring Mark Edwards on this show and talk to Mark Edwards. He just won an award, and tell him that Craig, I voted for Craig. I'm not gonna do that. So I see, and some of us think, and just in case, if that's y'all way y'all do it, that's the way y'all do it. I just ain't gonna do it. Hey, Lachelle, how you doing? I see you snuck in, but I gotta ask y'all a question. I saw this. This dude applies. I'm really liking him. I never listened to his music. I don't know one thing he sung, but boy, I love his tweets. His rapper name Plies. I don't know none of these songs. I promise you, I can't tell you one song. But he had a tweet. And watch this. He said, "Dear black men," we got a lot of black men on it. And we got a lot of black women on here raising black men. Instead of just teaching our young men how to be great athletes and entertainers, can we start teaching them the importance of being an elected official and making the change that is desperately needed? Without it, we just gonna have mercy and be living by the right man's rules. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that statement is so profound, for the 7 years this show been on, that's all I've been talking about. I even told y'all about, I took my son and his basketball teammates, to an R. Kelly concert. Long time ago. I'll never forget. 2000, right when Obama had won, around in that time. But R. Kelly was telling the young kids in the audience, the young men in the audience, the young people in the audience, he said, man, don't try to be me. Don't try to be, we don't need no more singers and rappers. We need some more Barack Obamas. And it was profound. Those young kids, when they got in the car and I was taking them home, they asked me that question. I know R. Kelly in jail for doing that heinous stuff, for messing with them little girls. He in jail. But that message that he gave them kids that day, they talked to me about it on the way home when I was taking them home. Tell me, what does that mean, Mr. Hatter? Well, you can be anything you want to, son. You don't have to restrict your life to being a basketball player. You don't have to restrict your life to be a rapper or entertainer. Have you noticed? It was 30 NBA teams then. And I said, but one of them played basketball. All the other owners did something else. They didn't play basketball. They didn't sing. They didn't dance. But they the ones signing the front of the check. And the players are signing the back of the check. So it's possible to be something greater. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm a little. Mike be on his truck, and he told me to talk louder sometime. But shit, I'm too loud already. But I'll never forget that. Shout out to Plies for giving me that information. But I just wanted to share that with you. Shout out to Doug Jones. He just came on. Doug Dozens is shaping up pretty good. I can tell by his tweets. Doug is having a tournament, basketball tournament soon. I think it's probably, what's it at? I think it's probably next weekend. Next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, in this basketball community, if you're in Houston, go support him. If you're not going, get somebody else and send somebody else to support him, because this young man, he comes and watch all of our kids in the basketball community, amateur basketball community. He watched their games. He ranks them. He write up about them. He talks about them. He tells me about when I need information. I call Doug. I call Robert Carroll. I call Jeffrey Day. I call Gary Carter. Those 4 young guys who I know that's all out there all the time. So he's having a basketball tournament. His input. He's been inputting. So I would like for the city of Houston to input in him. He views his time, his research. This young man drives all the way from Port Arthur to come here to watch your kids on a weeknight and write up about him. He have great write-ups on RC Sports, who's the founder is Jim Hicks, the co-host of this show. And man, I'm serious. I appreciate what these guys are doing in this community. I really do, because I couldn't do it. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to sit in no gym and watch your son play all day. And y'all ain't, and it's a thankless job, because then when he don't rank your son as high as you think he is, he ain't this, he don't know what he's talking about. But shout out to you, Doug. Shout out to all you people in the summer basketball community. I know I give some of y'all a hard time. All I want y'all to do is do better. Because when you know better, you do better. So I just try to give you information that you can know better so you can do better. All right. But then I sit here and watch something last night. And LeBron. Y'all know I like LeBron, right? I hope y'all do. If you don't worry about it. But I see this. Thank you, Sonya. I saw this, y'all. And I want y'all to take a listen with me. Watch this. Rick Bucher. Y'all know Rick Bucher? He's on, I think he's on Fox, but he's a writer for the NBA. This is what he said.
I was actually shocked that I got a text or an email from the Clutch agency that was promoting LeBron James for MVP. I was like, wait a minute. He's not even the MVP of his team. This team doesn't have the record that it has, isn't where it isn't the dangerous opponent that it is without Anthony Davis.
Wait.
I was actually shocked that I got a text.
I don't know who to believe. But sometimes it tend to, anybody that call themselves the king, I might kind of believe that. I might kind of can believe it. What? Chris Charles. This year, y'all. That's this year, y'all. But let me get back to Josh Hart, y'all. I was thinking about this. Josh Hart, the young guard from Villanova who plays for the New York Knicks. Y'all in this postseason, y'all listen to these numbers. 48 minutes in a game, right? 12 minutes each quarter. He played 48 minutes, 46 minutes, 53 minutes. That's the overtime game. 46 minutes, 43 minutes, 48 minutes, 42 minutes. Josh Hart has played in, listen to me, 374 of a possible 398 minutes in the playoffs. Y'all thought about that? Then I'm going to pivot back over here. Share the show, everybody. And I'm going to give y'all the reason that I like the reason, Barry McDonald, that I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, sometimes somebody can say, well, that's my opinion. I want Shai. I want Joker. That's my opinion. I think Jason Tatum. That's my opinion. I got something for y'all. While I'm doing this, I'm going to put this up on the board, and y'all tell me something. I'm going to put this on the board. Did I put it up? Yeah, I put it up there already. One of these got to go. Tell me which one got to go while I'm giving y'all this information. One of these got to go. One of these got to go. Y'all just put y'all guy up there. One of them got to go. Who y'all saying right now? One of them got to go. But the reason I liked it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander this year, a 25-year-old, he leads a bunch of college-age kids. Y'all remember they was putting up OK's roster versus some of these college rosters. I think probably Connecticut Rocks. The college rosters were older than the guys on the NBA roster. Not so easy on Tatum. Not so, Barry, I'm glad you said that's hard. This is hard, man. Yeah, my MVP, Shai, okay. I got you. But no, just take one of them off. Tell me, one got to go. Y'all tell me. Dot said Tatum, but we gonna come back to that, Dot. But Dot, let me get back because I want to tell you why I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So if you're in the nail shop today and somebody they're having this argument, or you in the barbershop, you can say he led his team. A 25-year-old led his team to the number one seed while averaging 30 points a game, 53% field goal percentage, and 2 steals. The NBA MVP has become the most watered down awards, y'all, in all of our sports. And that fan base at OKC deserve better outcome because what I'm going to help you is context matters. And luck matters. Y'all can keep on. I got this up there. Listen to me. OKC was first by low margin in a historically strong West. Y'all remember I said early in the season, the West ain't no time in NBA history that this many teams from one conference has been over 500, that much over 500 ever. So the West, and this kid was the number one team in the West, the number one seed. As impressive as that is, see, when you listen to me, when you say something about somebody, when you say, well, he deserved this, you got to have this shit I'm giving y'all right now. Y'all got to have this. If that's not impressive enough, there's also naturally healthy, while competition was watered down by significant injuries. A lot of people have. Where star players had to carry significant, bigger burdens just to end up with a couple of games, within a couple of games of OKC. Because there's a lot of people got hurt. LeBron them didn't get hurt that much. But your homeboy, Steph them got hurt. Clay got hurt. Your boy got suspended. What's the boy? Draymond Green. So it's a lot of people had a chance to get there with him. At the same time, a team in the East was dominating, winning, but didn't nobody say nothing about it. Crickets. There's a narrative that support SGA as the MVP, and there's one for Joker, there's one for Doncic, there's one for Tatum, there's one for Giannis. The lack of any consistency or criteria based on the voters being media, I mean, is watered down. And in these media, Chinne. I found out how to spell her name. Her name is Chinne. She put Chinne, her sister's name is Neka. Chinne Neka, in case you be mispronouncing the words. You know, I said Chinne, she said Chinne. I love it, I love it. But guess what? I'm sitting there watching, man. And y'all said Tatum. What you said? None except okay to be the top seed in West. That's why MBT, but the issue being Anthony Edwards either. Yeah. Now I wouldn't have, yeah. Anthony Edwards wasn't mine. This dude SGA, man. Anthony Edwards got Karl Anthony Towns on his team and Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year, and another number one pick on his team. A top pick that's an all-star on his team. How many all-stars do Shea have on his team? Shout out to my young kids out there in class with Alpha Yo Visa. But y'all, hey, all I ask is, take one off. Take one of these guys off. One got to go. I put it up there. Y'all don't want to do it. But I saw something, y'all. And people might not talk about it a lot, but I got to talk about it a little bit on this show because it's interesting to me. And I didn't have a picture of the young man, and I should have. Robert, don't do my people like that, Robert Hatter. I know I got a picture of the young man. Where you at? Yes. I'm just going. You got to pay me to make this decision. Okay. I ain't paying you, so you don't have to make decisions. Hold up, y'all. Let me redo something right quick. Can I do this right quick? I saw something that I like, and you know when I see something I like, I got to share it with y'all. Let's see. Let me see. Young fella name. Let me put him on the screen. Y'all, I had to go through. If y'all knew how quick I did that, I'm getting good at this stuff. Taking something off my phone and putting it on the screen, it's not that easy. But this young man right here, this young man is unbelievable. The Boston Celtics lead assistant, Charles Lee, has agreed to a 4-year deal to become the Charlotte Hornets' next coach. So, brother, I wanted to give y'all a visual. Okay? 39 years old. The Charlotte Hornets announced the franchise has hired Boston Celtics assistant Charles Lee as their new head coach. Lee has spent the last 11 years as a highly respected assistant in Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Boston. Let me show you how this stuff works. And I like to connect dots like this. So I want y'all to be, when people be talking in the beauty shop, and they might mention something about this, and you can come back and tell them this. Do y'all know? Remember, I talked about the young man who was hired as the GM named Jeff Peterson, also a young man. I think he's 36 years old. Jeff Peterson hired Charles Lee, but they gained their relationship in Atlanta, both working for the Atlanta Hawks. One of the minority owners from the Atlanta Hawks took a liking to Jeff Peterson. And now he's a part owner, a majority owner with the Charlotte Hornets. And he went back and got the little young black brother that he had built the relationship with. Relationships. So when I look, first thing I said, when Charles Lee got hired, I went and researched his history. And I found out him and Jeff Peterson was cool. The 36-year-old GM went back and hired a guy that he can trust and a guy he want to build his program with. Now, always remember, they always give the young black coaches these kind of situations. They ain't finna give them, hold up, Missoula, I don't know what nationality it is, but they don't usually get a young black coach no ready-made team like the Boston Celtics. No ready-made team like this. Charlotte is a struggling one of the worst. It was so bad, Michael Jordan said, man, here, give me my $3 billion, I'm gone. Give me my $3 billion, I'm gone. And now this young man has the task of resurrecting that franchise. And I'm supporting him just the same way I remember Jamal Mosley. You remember, Orlando was terrible, so they gave Jamal Mosley that terrible job, and he done messed around and turned that thing into a winner. Let's hope and let's pray that Charles Lee and Jeff Peterson turn the Charlotte Hornets around. Because if they do well, that means the young black coaches that's on our feed that y'all know, that y'all got relationships with in the future, they have a chance. That's why I tell these guys, you've got to act right with people. Just because you're a college coach, you can't be acting an asshole. Imagine a college coach gonna go try to get a job at the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks GM gonna call me and ask me about him. And if he was an asshole to any of y'all in this community, it was an asshole to me, I can't recommend him from the job. Y'all follow me? So as y'all try to be upwardly mobile in y'all's careers, watch how you treat people. Charlotte Hornets executive vice, excuse me. He ain't just the GM. Charlotte Hornets executive vice president of basketball operations, Jeff Peterson, 36 years old, announced today that his team has hired Charles Lee. He was intentional. He wasn't worried about y'all talking about, He wasn't worried about them talking about, man, you can't be hiring no black coach. He said, oh, hell yeah, I am. You know how some of y'all get a position? Well, I ain't hiring all y'all. I ain't hiring y'all. I don't want these people to think, they gonna fire your black ass anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, coaches get hired to get fired. You better hire the hell who the hell you want to hire. DeMar, you better hire who you want to hire. You better hire somebody got your back. Because these some rotten ass people out here. Man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I know a coach who friend hired him. I ain't gonna even go there. I ain't gonna even go there, man. I ain't gonna even go there. Y'all quit being so right. But some people can't help it, man. I done found out some people be trying to be right and can't. But let me tell y'all something about what the young fella was saying. You know, when I see stuff like this, I gotta talk about it a little bit more. Because I want y'all to be on top of it. I want y'all to be on top of this so y'all can have this information. He said, we are excited and welcoming Charles Lee as the head coach of Charlotte Hornet. Peterson said, his high character and his ability to connect with players while also instilling a culture of accountability will serve us well as we construct a competitive team built for the long-term success. Now remember, Charles Lee is coaching for the Boston Celtics right now. He is the top assistant with the Boston Celtics right now. They got a chance to win the championship. So he can't, the man got a dual job right now. Y'all follow me? The brother got, let me turn my fan on. Because y'all ain't listening to me. I'm getting hot in here. Y'all ain't listening to me. Because it ain't happening to y'all. Sometimes you got to be happy for somebody else. Then you get a blessing. I'm happy for these dudes. I don't even know these two dudes. I don't know them. I'm going to get to know them. But I don't know them. Ladies and gentlemen. But listen to this. Sometimes I just want somebody to say something. Somebody got to be happy if DeMar get a promotion. Somebody got to be happy when Barry McDonald and Miss Kessler, instead of owning one budget dealership, she get to owning 10 of them. Charles possesses a championship pedigree with a wide range of basketball knowledge and NBA experience, has a tremendous work ethic, and is a great communicator. He shares our vision for this organization, and I'm looking forward to partnering with him, the key word, in building something special here in the Carolinas. He said, I can't wait for our Charlotte Hornet community to meet Charles, his wife, Lindsay, and his beautiful daughters, and feel Charles' position for the game and the intensity of his desire to win. It's a brother talking about another brother. This the boss brother talking about the guy he just hired. How many of y'all ever been in this position before? How many of y'all ever been in this position before? I predict y'all gonna be in this position before again. But anybody ever been in this position? That you get a chance to hire somebody in a very important position that looks like you and he's got all these characteristics that this young man has said. Prior to his time in Boston, Charles Lee is at Boston right now. I got to talk about this, y'all, because I don't know. Did they talk about it on y'all TV today? On y'all other TV? I ain't going to give him a chance. We got to talk about our own accomplishments. Charles Lee served 5 seasons, 2018, 2023, as an assistant coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, won a championship there. Ascended to associate head coach and helping guide that team to the 2020-2021 NBA championship. He started his NBA career as an assistant coach for 4 seasons with the Atlanta Hawks. I hope my young kids at the Legacy School of Sports and Sciences, hope y'all listening to this. Throughout his 10 NBA seasons, Lee's teams have accumulated 510 wins to 291 losses. That's 63% in the regular season. He reached the playoffs 9 times as an assistant coach, captured 7 division titles, and earned 5 Eastern Conference #1 seeds. In 4 of the last 6 seasons, his teams have finished the regular season with the best record in the NBA. In case you one of those Negro naysayers that wonder, why they hire him? I'm running his dossier down to you. The opportunity to be a head coach of the Charlotte Hornets is a dream come true, Lee said. He said, watch it. Watch this. I want to thank Rick Snall and Gabe Plotkin, them the 2 owners. Rick Snall is the one that hired Jeff Peterson. And Jeff Peterson for the trust they are placing in me to lead this team. They gave him a 4-year deal. The Hornets will have a talented young core of players, and I'm excited about our future and what we can build there. There are few places that's passionate, and he's not lying, about basketball as them people in the Carolinas. And I look forward to coming to Charlotte and getting to work done. Hey, y'all. I got to give y'all this. I just got a question for you. Lee used to play. Get what Lee went to college. I think Lee played at Bucknell in the Patriot League. Lee a pretty smart kid too, because to get into Bucknell, it's not easy. So let me tell you a little bit about this little boy. This young man. I'm sorry. Let me tell you. While in Atlanta, Lee helped engineer the Hawks defense that finished in the top 6 in defensive rating 3 seasons straight. Lee began his coaching career at his alma mater, Bucknell University, where he was an assistant for 2 seasons. He played 4 seasons with the Bisons, leading the team to 2 Patriot League titles and only 2 NCAA victories in the school history. He was a winner in college. That's why people always say, did he win? See, I didn't know this about the. Hey, I'm right now years old. This is the first time I heard about all this, y'all. So y'all learn it with me right now. Let me see. In 2017, he was inducted to the Bucknell Athletics Hall of Fame. Wow. He was Player of the Year at the Patriot League and 3-time All Patriot League selection. Lee logged 4 professional seasons in stops in Israel, Belgium, and Germany. Y'all need to look this young fella up, Charles Lee. Just in case y'all just feel, what? Sometimes you don't have to go with the big name. I remember a lot of people didn't know who Jamal Mosley was. And next year, they're going to have to reckon with them Orlando Magic. People going to have to reckon with them. But shout out to Charles Lee. Man, you just don't understand how that make me feel. And I want to pivot. I want to pivot. Because I saw this girl, man. I saw this, and I just had to show it to y'all. Anybody softball who loves softball, just love women's softball. I mean, you know, the college. Are y'all familiar with Anisha Jordan at North Carolina? Are y'all anybody familiar with Anisha Jordan, softball player? Somebody sent me said Robert, Anisha Jordan is the softball, what Angel Reese is the basketball. Y'all hear what I just said? Somebody sent me that. Anybody never heard of it? Anybody ever heard of it? Put your comment on the screen, Alpha. Yo, let me see if it's worthy. Anisha Jordan. Anybody ever heard of it? Let me introduce her to you. I told you y'all need to. I'm telling y'all. Why my girl there? Y'all watch this.
Exactly the energy North Carolina needed. Really embraced.
Jordan lifts it to right and drops it in. Anisha Jordan speeds to third and has an RBI triple.
Happy senior day to Jordan, and you can see the dance moves. She is firing her team up. This is exactly the energy North Carolina needed after being shut out to only 2 hits.
I can't wait to watch
She
it.
slaps again.
I gotta play that again.
Able to fully attack, and nobody is even close to it in right field.
They say she is with softball with Angel. Man, I'm about to start watching South North Carolina basketball. Look at her. She got attitude. Wow.
Jordan lifts it to right and drops it in. Anisha Jordan.
Have anybody ever heard of that girl before I just gave her? Have anybody ever heard of her since I just gave you that? Hold on, let me know. Anybody ever heard of her? Was that y'all first time too? Hold up, here she is. Let me show you a picture. Look at my girl. Look at her. Let me blow that thing up for her. Look at her. She look like, yeah. Yeah. I don't play no game. Anisha Jordan. Man, that kind of stuff that get to me, y'all. I'm sorry. Then, I can't stand Walter Yates, man. That's a dirty old man right there. Dirty old man. Did y'all hear about the dude at Boise State? The head coach talking about the freshmen ain't getting no NIL. They come to Boise State football team. Y'all heard about Boise State? Freshmen, y'all ain't getting no. Don't bring y'all ass in action for no damn NIL. Boise State head coach. I talk about him on another day. First of all, you don't supposed to say that, coach. Coach, we in court. Coach, you can't do that, you dummy. Coach, they gonna use that as exhibit A on you, dumbass coach. Oh my God. Coach, y'all just can't help it. They gonna use that against you in court, coach. Now you telling big kids that the coach that already told you they can get it, and you tell them what they ain't gonna get. You can't. Oh, these people are so smart. They so smart, they dumb. But y'all, I saw something. And I got to watch how I do it because they done played some music over it. I'm gonna try to chop and screw it. I'm gonna quiet it when they start playing the music. But it's
you got to do something crazy to make history. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome
I'm going to explain to y'all about it in just a second. I just want you to see it. And that music in the background is copyrighted, so that's why I'm not playing it. First of all, those are 100 Atlanta teens that are officially Harvard bound with the Veritas in Georgia. This program in Georgia where they call it the Harvard Diversity Project. It's an Atlanta-based pipeline program that recruits, trains, and matriculates Black youth into the Harvard Debate Council annual summer residency at Harvard. That means he said he tried to get 50 in, but he went and got all 100 in. This guy, young man named Brandon Fleming. These stories, and one of his great quotes, he said, stories change people more than data. We don't have a content issue. We have a connection issue. Representation is the lens through which we dream and what we aspire. We are called to we are called love we are called to love, number one, and to teach, number two. This program, this guy Brandon got, I remember this program from years ago, and I'm gonna share with you some on the program. And it kind of got to me. I said, oh, that's who this program is. Watch this.
What's the matter? You afraid?
Stirring up a lot of excitement. It's going to be broadcast.
Remember this movie? This is from The Greatest Debaters. It's based on the true story from the 1930s. A team of African-American students from the South debated against Harvard students, and they won. Well, history has been made again in the present when a young debate team from Atlanta made the trip to Harvard and competed against students from all around the world, and they won.
You can't make the argument.
This was 5 years ago, y'all. Okay? From this same program here.
You're trying to engage when you're ruining the spirit as a whole.
We're not ruining, okay, let's move on from this whole spirit of debate thing. It's basically
that was just a little bit of the team in action, and I'm joined now by Harvard Diversity Debate Team founder Brandon Fleming, winner Jordan Thomas, and team member Peyton Gunner. Thank you all for being with us. It gave me the chills just to see this movie and to meet you in person. What was it like for you? Among 400 people all around the world, you are the top winner. What was that like?
Well, first, I'd like to thank you all for having us. You know, it's heartwarming being here and being able to tell our story. But me personally, winning the competition, it was satisfying because, one, winning, and also just doing it for the group and what we stand for, to actually bring a trophy back and give more validity to our movement is something I can't even put in words. And also just for the city of Atlanta, being from Atlanta, you know, it's just something that I can say that I did for my city.
You did indeed. Peyton, can you just tell me, I mean, everyone across the country is celebrating you, but your mission, your message that Jordan's talking about, what is that? Tell us a little bit more about that.
You know, our whole slogan, our whole message is to change the narrative, you know, to get rid of this stereotype that African-American students are nothing more than just culture. And I think we met that standard of combining scholarship and culture.
Brandon, you're the reason that they were out there. You must be proud. I mean, I would imagine. Yeah. What was it like for you to take them on this trip?
Honestly, it was surreal because I remember when we first started the organization, and quite honestly, we didn't know if it was really going to happen. So we just took a leap of faith and we went for it. So to think in retrospect from that moment of inception to now, here we are on the campus of Harvard University, and our kids are just dominating. So it was such a surreal experience for me.
What was your strategy?
Debate.
Debate and debate well. And I asked.
Did y'all notice the man said, we weren't competing, my kids were dominating. Cause I know a lot of y'all missed that word. We weren't just competing, we were dominating.
Question, because it is such a toxic environment right now. It is so hard for the most educated people in the entire world to get along.
Yeah.
So what is the secret to having civil conversations and civil debate?
just research. The more you know of both sides to every situation, the more equipped you are to actually talk about what you believe in. And oftentimes what you believe will not be the same. Let's say you have one stance on a certain political issue, you do some research, you come out with a totally opposite view. So just research, knowing, that's how you have a clear mind.
Brandon, is there anything you think that you did or did to inspire these young people to get to where they are?
I think it all has to do with passion. And I think that's the case for every educator. For me, it wasn't just about debate. For me, it wasn't just about teaching. I was able to really take my story and allow that to turn into the driving force behind what I do. And I think for all students and teachers across the world, students are able to see that passion, and I think it resonates with them.
Peyton, what's next for you?
Well, year 2, class 2018 gets to lead the new class and, be what Mr. Fleming was to us, this like guiding figure, this teaching figure, and that's really important to us.
And Jordan, you are a senior at Grady here in Atlanta.
Yes,
where are you off to? Do you know?
We will see.
Harvard?
We will see. Maybe.
Would you apply?
Definitely. I would definitely apply. Just for my family, we've always wanted to send like our one kid to an Ivy League school, and to be that figure would be amazing, but we'll see.
Well, you were sent to an Ivy League school and you conquered. So thank you so much for being with me. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Wish you all the best in the future. Take care.
Colleges in America to ever debate a white college.
Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I'd be just as proud watching those young students as I am about one of these kids around here hitting 30 points in a basketball game. I mean, nothing against neither one. But if you're an athlete, don't let basketball use you. Don't let football use you. Don't let it get in these, and like I keep telling people, these people gonna get, whatever college you go to, they gonna get all they can out of you. Make sure you go get all the college you can out of them. Don't let them stick you in them old bullshit ass classes and old crazy ass classes and all that don't amount to nothing. You go, if you there to get an education, you're a student athlete, don't you let them do you like that. Okay? But I had to share that with y'all, man. I've been holding that all week. That program that I shared the video earlier, them young kids come out of that program. But that young Brandon Fleming, you got to go read up on his story and how he started. I think the name of it Veritas, but it's in this that was called the Harvard Diversity Project. All 100 of them kids go to Harvard and learn for the summer, man. Of them black kids. So I'm so proud of them. But Jimmy, what's going on, man? I had to share that with y'all. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's all right to use your crossover, Jimmy. But Jimmy, that brain can cross somebody over too. That mind can cross somebody over too. That mind can hit a base. Jimmy, this is just for you. Hold on, before you come on, hold what you got to say. I got this just for you, right here. This just for you, right here. Do you know who Anisha Jordan is?
The energy North Carolina needed really embraced.
Watch this.
Jordan lifts it to right and drops it in. Anisha Jordan speeds to third and has an RBI triple.
Happy senior day to Jordan, and you can see the dance moves. She is firing her team up. This is exactly the energy North Carolina needed after being shut out to only 2 hits. And she slaps, again, an inside pitch, able to fully attack, and nobody is even close to it in right field. To Jordan, exactly the energy North Carolina needed. Really,
Jimmy, they call it an Angel Reese of baseball, man. Anisha Jordan, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, I'm going to beat you to the TV. I remember you talking about, man, it's softball coming up. I'm going to beat you to the TV whenever they play. I'm going to beat you to TV. Huh?
I know year in and year out. Them Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, I don't care about them old. I don't care about them girls. I'm talking about Anisha Jordan. That's my girl.
Year in and year out.
Jimmy, notice Jimmy. I didn't say nothing about them winning. I want to see her. I ain't never wanted to see no Oklahoma Sooner. But that girl there got my eyeball and my TV and my DV are set to see them Tar Heels. Yeah, go Heels. Now, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, shoot. I know one thing you mentioned, the education component. You know what's funny? For years and years and years, you would always hear parents when they making them college decisions start talking about we looking for a good education-based school. We looking for a school that's gonna be a good foundation because little Petey gonna be majoring in this. We looking for a good engineering school. We looking for a good this, a good that. Then all of a sudden that NIL came into play. How many times? I want y'all to just copy and paste on the timeline. The last time you heard the parents say it, that mimic that same rhetoric, that same feel-good-ism about how I'm looking for a college for my academics. That stuff the show changed, ain't it? You see what money would do? You see what money does to some families? Money! It just changed the whole complexion and conception.
I ain't heard,
how
Jimmy,
it's supposed to do.
You know I've been looking. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about this the best. Man, they got a program. The only girl, the girl that went to South Carolina, and they and Don had to steer her into the right program because they didn't have the right program that she wanted, but it was already in the honor school. She didn't invent it. It was already in the honor school. They offered it in the honor school. So she had to make sure she got that young girl in honor school. That's the only one. Nobody else.
And you know what? And I halfway give a mulligan because really, I was really talking toward the boys' side of the fence.
Yeah, but we can't forget about the girls now. They asking for money too now.
The money dynamic is a whole lot different.
Yeah.
In regards to, the WNBA versus the NBA or playing professionally overseas for boys. That's the thing. It's just funny as hell. Now, speaking of basketball, May the 9th was the day, and it's sad, but it's news, and that is, I think one of the final co-defendants of that fraud case have been sentenced, and that's Glenn Big Baby Davis got his sentence this morning. From with our guy that we had on the Chop Shop before, he was one of the co-defendants. Got my guy that played in the NBA. Remember what they did basically in a nutshell? They would allegedly, they are.
The insurance scam.
Yeah, they would go and they would file claims about back and stuff and different things. And according to the insurance from the National Basketball Players Association, they would reimburse the clinics or them as the billing, medical billing, whoever was doing that, for the services rendered. But the thing is, truth to the matter is, there was never any services rendered. So they were filing false claims. And Glenn Big Baby Davis has got about 3 years, about 3.5 years, 3 1/4, 40 months. He's been sentenced. Hell, somebody got 10 years out of the deal. One of the co-defendants out.
Was it Will Bynum? Who else was in it?
Might have been one of the. It was Will Bynum, and what's my fellow? I'm gonna tell you our guy from the Players Association.
Not Keon Dooley went in that.
Yeah, Keon got about 48 months. Yes.
No.
And he got about 48 months, about 4 years.
Cool dude, that boy. That's one of the coolest guys I ever met, right there.
Man, I came, and he even came to Houston.
Kicked it with us.
After the flood, gave away a bunch of stuff. TSU opened their doors.
Terrence Williams was one of them too, Jimmy.
Terrence Williams. One of them got 10 years.
No,
somebody got hit upside the head.
Wow. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keon, man, not Keon, man. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Keon, man. Yeah, Tony Allen was one of them.
Tony Allen?
got this stuff somewhere in my phone.
I'm looking it
Somebody
up now,
sent to
man.
me. But it's sad news, man. Because the thing with Big Baby is that he's lucky because he's lucky because he's already got another case out there.
Yeah, he got another case somewhere else, doing something else.
Yeah, he's lucky as hell. Only 40 months. But I don't know what his alleged role is in that in the master. But I think I can tell. You know how you can tell how big the role is? The restitution that he has to only pay $80,000 in restitution. So $80,000 in restitution is basically what they saying you got to give that money back that you defrauded them out of. So he's 80,000, on the scale of Medicare and medical fraud. That's pennies. That's pennies in the ashtray for most of those types of cases. I was looking for it. It's somewhere in my phone.
Man, they got Keon Dooling. They got Alan Anderson. That's a whole nother case. This ain't on the same case, is it? It's the same thing, but it seems it's different case. I guess they split them up and prosecute them different, Jimmy.
Well, they all got different sentences, but this is hate to hear it, but this
damn.
Yeah, man. So,
man, I wish you hadn't brought that up. That breaks my heart right there. That breaks my heart. I like that dude right there, man.
Yeah, man. That's so. That's the deal in that part of the news. Also, speaking of basketball, man, the NBA playoffs. Boy, the New York fans came out the woodwork, ain't they? But they feeling good about themselves right now, boy.
Man, I'm Jalen Brunson now.
Them New York Knickerbockers feeling good about themselves, man. New York Knicks. Hey, man, congratulations. You know what?
That's the greatest fan base in the world, Jim.
Oh, absolutely. They've been waiting on this, and that's why I hope they get past this round because they're more fun to watch than Indiana is.
Oh yeah. Right.
Just plain and simple. They are. It's more fun to watch. You got the celebrity status. You never know who's going to see on the sideline or court side, that. But when they hit a bucket, and fortunately, I've been to a game in Madison Square Garden, an NBA game in Madison Square Garden, and I've sit courtside in Madison Square Garden. Of course, Sandra and I went up there thanks to George Rabbit and put us right on the floor. Got the passes. You had shrimp big as your middle finger before, during, and after the game. You got not the band, not one of them rooms you go in and the lounges and you go in and get popcorn and no. We had the shrimp that big. I mean, we go up that thing. They walked us through down the bottom, and we in there hobnobbing with a few people and blah blah blah. But that was a good thing. But I'm gonna tell you something. A basket in that place, the energy. It is amplified. And
it's raggedy as hell now. Did they take you through the back way? Don't go through the back way, nigga. You gonna see a rat.
A rat hole.
You gonna see a rat, a real rat.
That place, yeah. I mean, but it is definitely, you can feel the ambiance of once you go through that. You walking through that Madison Square Garden.
It's different. It's different.
You can feel it. It's kind of like
pictures on the wall, in the tunnels, the pictures of all the people who performed there, man. It's ain't nothing like it though. It's just ragged.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I was looking. It's 8 teams left.
That's all. That's all they need to be.
7 of them have at least one player from the state of Texas on.
Okay.
The only one that doesn't is the Minnesota Timberwolves, the team that could win this whole thing. They're the only one that don't have a Texas-based player on their roster.
We had a guy who came down here in high school and played in Texas, and guess what? and he told us, hey, I played it on the show. I bits and pieces. I played bits and pieces of the old show when he came on. You asked him a question. He get what he said. You asked him about, and you're right. He didn't let you get him. He said, well, was anybody did anything creative in recruiting you? He said, nah, because he knew Georgia had paid the hell out of him. But guess what he said? I ain't going to Ignite. I'm not going to Ignite. I'm going to college because I want to get my education. You stayed in college campus for 2 months.
Yeah, he didn't even go hard in the second half.
No, you don't have to. None of them. Hold up, y'all. In case y'all didn't see it, let me see which one it was, Jimmy. Hold up. Let me see. Ant-Man. I got the Ant-Man. Let's see. I think this is it. Hold up.
120 minutes of your day. We got the Holy Spirit Cougars in the house. Straight out of Atlanta. Just flew in. Get in preparation for tomorrow, for this weekend's huge games against Concordia Lutheran on Friday, and of course against the Elkins Knights on Saturday. Friday's game at 6 p.m., Saturday at 8 p.m. Those are part of the Christmas crossover. And you guys can get the schedule. Go on social media. What's your social media tag? Sloan, they can get the. And of course now we have. If you're on the Facebook feed, simply go to. If you're not, simply go to Facebook and type in Chop Shop Htx, and you can join the convo. Now, some of the viewers have already posted questions for you guys. One is, what summer teams did you guys play for in during the off season?
I played for Atlanta Express.
And that's on the what circuit?
Under Armour circuit.
And who else?
I ain't played last year.
Man, I just wanted to show that. But one of the things, Jimmy, that's history right there.
A lot of people don't. Remember, we used to keep tabs on how many people have been on the Chop Shop. Some of you new boots have earthly no idea.
They don't know.
Everywhere I go, every city I go to, there's going to be at least one person that will either come up and say they recognize me from the show, or they ask a question about the Chop Shop, or they always asking me the dreaded question in every city. Oh no, in Houston, I'm gonna get that one question all the time. Everywhere I go, public. Even last night, I lead the All-Star game, go there and support my guy Sharp Davis in his efforts when he had Kyle Turner blowing the horn in his debut at the quad. I go over there and support Sharp Davis. We go a long way back. People walk up to me, "Where's Hatter?" We don't live together.
If I had known, I would have came. I didn't even know nothing about it.
Where Hatter at, man? What do you mean? He probably sleeps. Call him. Man,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Everywhere I go, where's Hatter? In Houston, I'm talking about. In Houston,
yeah.
Out of town, hey man, the Chop Shop. Some people don't know. They don't know my name. Chop Shop. Yeah. And so my point is how popular this thing has been rocking. You guys don't realize it has been 8 years. May was the month that the Chop Shop started. Was in May. And how you came aboard that fall. When you came aboard, once we were on the AM dial, and it's been a long time. And you guys have to understand, there's a lot of places. Remember, I told you guys we first started doing this Facebook and YouTube streams. Well, it started reaching different people because other than that, you only can see us and get us basically in your cars. And then the last radio station we was at, you only can get that thing. Hell, you only get that thing if you live what it was inside the loop or something like that.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that.
Hey, you ever saw one of those CB antennas on your car? The CB antennas, the big old
cross the freeway. You cross the freeway. That's all. But we come a long way. But Jimmy, I can never fault that radio station. Because that radio station is the one that hooked us up with Irvin, with my young fella Irvin, and he the one taught me about the before Zoom came out. He the one taught me, and then
all we knew was Mevo.
Yeah, we knew. So what he did, and I got to researching, and that's how we come up with. And Jimmy, look at the difference. Look at the difference in the quality. I mean. It was different quality. Look the difference in now. And watch this.
Yeah. Okay. So now
it was different.
What's that? Kenneth Gamble asked Edwards, how much, if any, did Houston's own Trey Moore help him in developing his game? Trey Moore. You don't know who no Trey Moore is. Okay. Ken Gamble must be the wrong Trey Moore. What the hell was must have been another Edwards. Not this one. Trey Moore, not Trey Moore from Madison. Yeah. Yeah. Now, okay, keep going. Now, of course, now you guys, Summer basketball.
Wait. Left-handed Trey.
Yes.
Is it left-handed Trey?
Yeah, yes, he'll left.
International Trey.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
That's
his dog. Okay, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
he does.
He helped him.
Yeah, that's his dog.
So what do you think about Trey?
We don't really like do individual workouts a lot, but we play one-on-one a lot, and he pushed me. So.
Okay.
All
Shout out to Trey Moore.
Let me set that up for you. Ken Gamble asked me to ask Anthony Edwards, do he know about Trey?
Trey Young.
Not Trey Young, Trey Moore.
Trey Moore, okay.
Trey Moore from Houston, right? And he said he don't remember, but he called him International Trey. That's how he knew him. And then he said, oh, yeah, I know him. Because at first I said, no, you don't know him. But then Anthony came back and said, yeah, I know him. And but that, Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you something. I was telling people the other day how that could have been. That was in 2018. We could have been on our 6th year. Could have been on your 6th or 7th year of doing this. If that thing had came, man. And I know it wasn't a big splash the first year, but most businesses and most things don't splash in the first year. But I was just thinking about the opportunity, if you had just kept on doing it and they kept on doing it. Yeah, we had circumstances. But I'm talking about the big picture. What if? Sometimes you got to ask the question, what if that institution, not the people involved, that institution could have been something 6 years later that been a tsunami. I put it like this, been a destination place for people to come. Because y'all treated them nice. Y'all treated the people from out of town nice. The people in Houston, they didn't come and support the damn thing.
Yeah, that's, and it's one of those things where some people say, man, you didn't advertise. I said, like hell we didn't. we was like hell we didn't advertise.
But we could have did more. We could have did more.
Always could did more. There was no sponsor in that event. But and if you're following high school basketball, and you have to realize that original matchup was supposed to have been L.J. Cryer versus Anthony Edwards. L.J. Cryer had hurt his ankle.
That's right.
And I made the change because I did the schedule.
Yeah.
And so I went and got a replacement because that was the ticket. It was gonna be our guy, our score
against
their scoring machine.
Yeah.
And L.J. Cryer got hurt, and Martin Ranch wouldn't have been nothing for them. So Elkins, we had Stretch. And at the time, Stretch's mom, Kim Corville, was active in the community and helping and giving back. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? Let's reward Stretch because he's long. He's one of our, and don't get it twisted. It's working out okay for Stretch right now. Stretch is. This could be the year that Stretch actually, and he was on the NBA roster last year, this past season.
Stretch got a chance.
With the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
And he scored a bucket or two. But this could be the year for Stretch, Donovan Stretch Williams. All eggs don't hatch on the same day. We're not trying to compare him.
It's just possible. No. He's going to have an opportunity.
That's all you can say.
He's going to have an opportunity to get some. First of all, let's make a team. And stay on the team, and not going back and forth, and then get rotational minutes. When somebody get hurt, you be able. That's how it's integral parts. And Josh Hart, LeBron shipped Josh Hart out of there, Jimmy. LeBron James had Josh Hart shipped up out of there, and now Josh Hart is probably the second best player on that damn team right now in New York. That's winning up there right now, and LeBron sent him away. Tell me, get him out of here. He ain't no good. But that was good though, man. I mean, that was unique, huh?
That was Anthony Edwards' first ever radio interview.
Yeah, he was cool too.
That was his first time.
That's
in
right.
case you guys don't know, Black history. So no matter what happens for the rest of this young man's life, that interview was the very first time of him being on a radio station, live in the studio. So
look at Ken. And Jimmy, and Ken got some truth to this. Kevin. if people had a new Anthony Edwards was going to be this good to Jim. And people didn't know. A lot of people didn't know who he was, Jim.
Okay, I'll flip that.
Uh-huh.
But you had people telling you that he was going to be the number one
Yeah,
pick in the draft. So what is that saying if a kid is in high school and they're advertising him in high school as being a number one pick 2 years from now in the NBA draft? They're telling you automatically you might want to come and check this kid out.
And Jimmy, they played 2 nights. Who the other team they played?
Concordia Lutheran. Remember, they played the first night. Concordia Lutheran was a team.
Why did they get it? Why did they get it?
Because really, Concordia Lutheran was a team that was really good playing together.
Okay.
And they played. Understand? You had Montavious Murphy, who had 30 points in that game. They beat Ant-Man in that game the night before. They beat them. Concordia Lutheran won. That team was a good team that played together, and that was understand.
Hold on, stop it, Jimmy, stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, they won. But Ant-Man is one of the best players in the world. So it's possible it's possible you can be one of the best players in the world. That don't mean him. You know, because some of these people, we beat him. I need to get what he get. You know these folks think like that.
You know, like you asked me, like the matchup, putting the matchup. I knew that Ant-Man had a 6'8" on that team as well. And Montavious Murphy in that class was the best big front court guy that we had to throw out there. Pierce Hillam was a white kid he was the best white kid in the city at the time. And that team was a team that played really well together. And it was going to be intriguing. But Montavious Murphy, which he signed with Kansas State before that game, so he had some trade to him.
Yeah.
You know, and that was how, that was the best we had to offer. Remember, understand, they were going to play Martin Ranch again, guys. So we had them on the line for Eddie Lampkin and LJ Cryer.
Right.
So we had that was the next best thing was Concordia Lutheran with 2 Division I players on the court. That was Pierce Hillam and Montavious Murphy, to say the least. So that's how we matched them up like that.
In all fairness, Anthony Edwards came to Houston 2 or 3 times this year, and it wasn't no sellout.
It will be next time he come. When Houston
is winning.
Well, other players as well, and you have something to see now, because here's what happens: little kids want to see Ant-Man now. So mama, daddy got to take those little kids who want to go. The same thing with the Steph Curry effect. Little kids want to see Steph Curry.
Oh, they love him.
Like in droves. So mom and our dad got to take little Johnny to the Toyota Center to see them when they come to town.
We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna take a look at that. But the Houston Rockets gonna be pretty good next year, though. So that's gonna be a good thing too.
It's gonna be pretty good, and they were pretty good this year. The Houston Rockets would have made the playoffs if the big.
Oh yes.
But guess what? Injuries
over 500
around the board.
And I guaranteed
it. The Milwaukee Bucks can say if Greek Freak don't get hurt, they get past the first round.
Yeah.
Same thing for the Clippers. They can say if Kawhi would have played, they could have beat. Injuries are abundant and they're prevalent. If Joel Embiid is not hurt, there's a hell of a case you can make to say, man, the way he was playing on one leg, if this dude just had a half of the other leg.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And guess what? They would have been
injuries part of the game is especially Jimmy. Look what happened last night. And what is his name? Anunoby got hurt last night.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. This team is playing without an all-star who they're going to ship during the offseason. There's no doubt about it. Now, I'm thinking right now, looking at the money, wouldn't it be sensible for New York to just go on and try to ship Julius Randle to Phoenix? Because since Bradley Beal wants out anyway, and go on and try to get up get Bradley Beal. That money should be similar.
Don't nobody want no damn Bradley Beal, man, right now.
New York Knicks would take him. They don't want Julius Randle, and that understand.
Jimmy, did you see Bradley Beal sorry ass this year?
But that's the whole thing. He doesn't really want to be there. He making $50 million next year.
And who gonna get $50 million? Don't nobody want that contract.
No, but the money swap with Julius Randle, and you throw in one more player to add that gap. That's going to eat that up.
Jimmy, they got the new apron now. You get you can't give away that, like they got this new second apron. They got new rules there. You can't give 2-for-1 money no more this year. They didn't change that. They didn't change that this year, Doc. You can't get rid of it. Yeah, you can. This year right here, the second apron came into effect. You can't change. It's gonna be hard to get rid of that dude.
So you can't swap Julius Randle and put a little old.
Unless Julius Randle got a $50 million deal too.
No, but he closed. He not at 50, but he closed. Somebody look
it's got to be in within 15% of it, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Julius Randle ought to be close. He ought to be. Let me see. Let's look that up. Julius Randle.
But what the hell do they want with Julius Randle?
24 salary.
You just talking about
2024 salary. No, he 30.
Yeah, that's too much, man. Hey, man, Jimmy, these new contracts, these owners now, they had to put in that new thing, man, because they don't want you to be able to do like Kevin Durant came to the when he came to Golden State no more. They don't never want that to be able to happen again. You're going to have to build with it from within right now. Them dudes really stuck with that dude contract, dude.
Guess what, though?
But hold on. Imagine paying Kawhi $50 million for 3 more years.
Okay, I got one. How about Houston Rockets give Van Fleet for Bradley Beal? Then that way Jalen Green going back to the 1, and you got some hell of a scoring power now with some height.
Jalen Green ain't never been the 1. The other boy was the 1. And you went overseas was the 1.
Well, Jalen Green the 2. Ain't nobody pressing. Hell, anybody can be the 1. Ain't nobody pressing. Hell, Joel Embiid played the 1 for Philadelphia on most series. So hell,
I don't want Bradley Beal, man, on my team. Houston Rockets my team now. I like him again now.
You talking about? So is Van Fleet?
I don't want his ass either.
Exactly. He's getting 40-something mil.
We had to do something.
Get off that money.
We had to do something.
That.
We had to pay it to somebody.
You didn't have to pay him 40-something million.
But we had to pay it to somebody. Y'all see what y'all don't understand. It's a certain amount of money on every team that's got to be spent. So you just got to find out who you're gonna spend it on. Because the players get 49% of the basketball related revenue. So they was gonna have to spend it on somebody. They just spent it on his bum ass. I'm sorry. He's supposed to come on the show one day. Hey, Fred, my bad. Hey, Clyde just sent me something, man. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, let me see something. Clyde sent me something, man. Hold up. He said, the Gulf Coast Blue Chips, they're going to have a Texans ticket raffle and a fundraiser. Mm-hmm. Okay? Seat section 118, row BB, that's pretty good. See 16, 17, and 18. Wait a minute. Oh, it's $20 per ticket for entry. If you get 2 entries, it's like a raffle. And you can support the Blue Chips and win 2 Texan tickets. Texans gonna be good next year now, y'all. Is it just for one game or a season ticket? Hold on. Clyde, is it just one game or a season ticket? If it's for one game, probably for one game. He ain't getting one of the season ticket. But Texans, that's going to be a big item, a big ticket item next year. The Texans going to be pretty good, man. So what else you got to do before we get out of here, man? What else you got?
Yeah, it's almost that time to get up out of here. I want somebody just text me, remind me the story. They talking about that. I guess that hoops what it is, a Christmas crossover. That Christmas crossover thing. You guys,
what they say? What they say? Something messy.
I mean,
they said something messy.
No, somebody just questioned it, like, you guys know that event was that was the first year of it.
Yeah, it's first year of it.
That was an idea. It was a concept that am I sticking?
Yeah, I
I
hear
feel
you.
like I'm sticking.
Yeah, you look like you're asleep, but I can hear you. Keep talking.
That doggy.
Pat
Yeah,
Bev,
that
I
was
knew his ass was gonna get suspended. Somebody just said they just
well,
handed
yeah,
down
Patrick Beverly.
for next year.
He lucky. He lucky. It's only 4 games.
He is lucky, Jimmy.
He lucky. It's only 4 games.
Let me see
And
where they got you at. I wonder where they got you. I didn't turn off everything. I don't know.
no, it look like it's on my end.
Yeah.
Look like
How
it's
come
on
we
my
donate
end.
to the Blue Chips? I don't go to the Blue Chips website. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
up.
there I go.
I'm finna put it on the screen. Let me see. Let me see. Can I post it on the screen? Copy. Let me see. Can I put it on what? Aaron Wilson. I'm sorry, Jim.
Yeah, but before we go, I wanted to make sure I clear some up on this on the newspaper article, and so you
What
guys
newspaper article?
that with the Christmas crossover and the Anthony Edwards spread that was done last Sunday.
Okay.
Let me give you guys some facts to go into your understanding. That concept, the concept was my idea that I was to bring in 2 young guys that was hungry. Glenn Smith had already, had been, I think that was that before or after that big sellout in the American Airlines Arena? I think it was right before then. It was maybe the year before. But anyway, so bring Glenn in and you bring Marcus Sloan in. I saw a sign of that, these guys they were hungry. And I know Glenn is not trying to be a scouting service. He'd been stopped doing that years back. But bring him in, and that way you can try to give them give an opportunity to leave your fingerprints and create something with some young guys and their energy and go with it. Actually, it was my concept, but I think the name, I gave them the liberty to name it. Y'all can name it. You can name whatever you want to. Everybody came up with 2 names, and then we narrowed it down when we all voted, and we voted on the Christmas crossover. That's how it took place. I told them in year 1, none of those guys needed to put up any money in advance. I would assume all upfront liability. That way now I gave you basically a deal that you couldn't refuse, and you bust it down on the back end 3 ways. At that time, that first year basically Glenn Smith would have only been responsible for bringing R.J. Hampton team to Houston. We initially had a commitment from R.J. Hampton with Little Elm High School. He was going to come down here and play one of those games against Ant-Man. Truth be told. So then we plugged in Concordia Lutheran. That's how it got in that.
So R.J. Hampton deal didn't come through.
It was supposed to have been he played R.J. Hampton one day, and he was going to play.
But it didn't fall through. Yeah. But it didn't fall through.
Well, Little Elm had a rule of
they couldn't play
travel. They didn't let the team travel that year.
Okay.
They couldn't go past so many miles, which was funky. But Glenn was going to take care of their travel, like the bus, to get them here. Maybe I think Tony Johnson had sprinters and stuff. He was going to get them here, and then either that or he was going to take care of the hotel tab with his credit card. I mean, they don't hit your credit card until people check out. They get it for only $200 when you book the room. Marcus Sloan deal, you don't have to put no money up. You just bring $1,500 the day of the event to give the Del Mar, the HISD. So that was the deal. And so they came up with the thing, then they made a logo, and and that's the rest was history. Now, how the team got here, I read in the paper, and which was incorrect, and that is Winfred Jordan from the Atlanta Express. He's the founder of that grassroots program. Everybody in the circles of basketball knew Winfred Jordan. Anthony Edwards was not moving anywhere. He had total control. in the schedule and whatnot for Anthony Edwards. Me and Winfred Jordan, our relationship goes way back. He wanted to bring, not many people would play that Holy Spirit school in Georgia. He was looking for a holiday event. He said, man, I want to bring him to you down in Houston, brother. I said, well, hell, we want you to bring him, bro. He said, you ain't got to give me nothing. I get him there, just take care of the hotel rooms. Normally guys like Anthony Edwards, in case you guys don't know, they come with
price tag usually come with them.
They have a tariff. You have to pay to play. You want those types of kids in your event.
A la Mikey Williams, but keep going.
But it started way before Mikey Williams. It started. My first time seeing it happen was way back with my guy that went overseas and started and changed his religion.
Everybody love it.
What's my guy name? Went
Mayo.
to USC.
Mayo.
OJ Mayo. OJ Mayo was a $15,000 tariff appearance fee on OJ Mayo. That's plus expenses. So my relationship when OGs is with OGs, then it's a respect thing. It's kind of like guys singing on each other's albums in the music industry. He said, you don't have to give me nothing. So you've done enough for me, man, in this game, helping me, putting me in different rooms, helping me out here and there. Which, from afar, relationships. So I didn't have to pay a tariff. This didn't come from the summer event. This didn't come from an Under Armour event. This came from a relationship, and what Winfred Jordan said, I got you, right? And that's how this kid came down to Houston. And he was trusted so much. And I told a story to the reporter from the Houston Chronicle, and I told him, and I mentioned Hatter. He put your name in the article, and I said one day we was leaving the gym at Delmar, and Anthony Edwards, they had the sprinter, the transportation was already left, and him and his teammate rode back to the hotel with us. Hatter, who was driving? I was driving the car, I think, right? Driving.
One day when we left the radio station, they rode with me.
They rode with you then.
The players did.
So they rode with you twice.
Yeah, they rode with me twice.
Once.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how we got them around town. They had a van.
Yeah, but he wanted to ride. I don't know why he said he wanted to ride. And I took him to get something to eat. Because y'all was already at the hotel.
The hotel, what we did, remember? I got their hotel to agree to make the hotel shuttle bus be their transportation because the Delmar was a little bit slightly over the mileage threshold.
Right.
But that's how they got to the around up in there, which you had to buy no van. And they want to go somewhere, we come and pick them up. But anyway, that's how this stuff went down with that. And after that first year, didn't make any money. Which that wasn't the reason that I established it. I was trying to establish something that could have longevity and be something great. And one or both of the guys decided that they want to hop off the wagon, and among other things, and that's the rest is history. So that's how that goes with that. But tonight, guys, NBA is back in action.
Mm-hmm.
NBA is back in action, and it's OKC and Dallas, DFW. You better win this game tonight. I think Dallas will win this game tonight, Heather, because there's not going to be another game in this postseason where neither Kyrie or Luka is not going to score more than 20 points. That was the perfect storm for OKC. Neither one of them scored over 20. That ain't happening. You're not going to accomplish that defensive feat against those two in the postseason.
And poor little Cleveland.
You know what? Once again, injuries.
Jared Allen hurts them.
Especially needing Jared Allen.
It hurts.
This is one of the, and it's so crazy. It's so many teams that are impaired by injuries that nobody even complaining because if you complain, then they're gonna say, "What about them?"
Yeah.
They get that. What about
Porzingis out too? He
Look,
was a starter. He was more valuable.
New York has 2 starters out.
Yeah.
Before this game right here that they just played last night.
And
2 starters are out. Matter of fact,
Anunoby hurt.
Porzingis ain't an all-star. Porzingis didn't make the all-star, did he?
No.
But that's it. So anyway, that's pretty. I wanted to get it out in your cup, guys. And it's gonna be a fun weekend. You guys make sure you it's Mother's Day weekend. Take care.
It's Mother's Day weekend this weekend. Man, I ain't got my mama. It's Mother's Day weekend. My mama ain't here, so how the hell I'm gonna know when Mother's Day weekend is?
Yeah, you got people in your life.
No, my mama. It's Mother's Day. It's meant for your mama to celebrate your mama and my daughter.
See. Oh, now your tone flip. Yeah. You got people in your life that are mother. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, but I ain't. It's Mother's Day, and she ain't my mama either. I'm her pappy. Now Daughter's Day, I got her. But no, yeah. That's right. I didn't know it was Mother's Day. God dog it.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day weekend, man.
Okay.
And, so you guys be safe out there. Be thoughtful. Be considerate. Make these women feel special. I dread and I'm saddened for a lot of you moms that they're stuck and have to go in the 10 basketball games all weekend.
They've been doing it for years, Jim.
No, but not as many play on Mother's Day weekend. Not
the
a lot.
EYBL used to be it used to be in Dallas when we were playing.
And they hurry up and got that stuff up off of that.
Oh, okay.
When people start back, when the right people start complaining in unison. Father's Day is different. They're gonna play on Father's Day.
Yeah,
but on Mother's Day, man, give these moms an opportunity to be showered and with love outside of the gyms. But it's done now for a lot of you guys. But make sure you share the show if you haven't done that already. Share the show to your timelines, to your frames. We'll get back with you guys on Monday. A lot of stuff to talk about. I had some big breaking news. I'll probably give you guys on Monday. Might drop something in your cup. We expect a local commitment to take place, possibly by another one, a 12th grader to be off the boards over the weekend. So we're hopefully that goes through, and which it probably will. Then that'll be something to talk about on Monday as well. But you mentioned about the Christmas crossover out my girls' event. That was my first year doing it last year. I've secured the field of teams for this year, and it's in similar fashion. I have some big fish coming to town. I had to go and reach outside. We'll break that and give you those teams in the girls' side. And the same thing, this thing can be something special if the community members, especially with the popularity of women's basketball now. Your homegirls in action, I think, tonight, isn't it, Adam?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. CC. CC.
Y'all on nickname basis, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all, you gave a nickname?
Yeah, little girl can play, man.
Yeah, I think she's.
And Jimmy, Doug Gottlieb had nerve to sit up there and critique her shot. Dude, you just scored 12 points in college, and she got almost 4,000. Man, what? Yeah, but but I didn't know she was playing tonight. But I guess it's preseason, man. I ain't thinking about no preseason right now. I don't give preseason. Yeah. But you got me want to look now. I bet it's on TV. Yeah, she in there tonight. Look at her. She gonna be on the. They got to show it. But we out of here, man. I'll see y'all later.
We up out here. Y'all share that show, man. Y'all, what the dude was crazy. I'm reading the timeline.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.